Can we talk about flip-flops? And not the kind of sandals you wear in the summer. I'm talking about flips that flopped. Flip-flops. And that is things that I regret buying to resell because they were duds. They're still sitting in my Etsy vintage shop and have showed no interest whatsoever. I want you to learn from my mistakes. Today, I'm going to share with you the 5 things that I regret buying to resell and why I bought them and what I would pick up instead. Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. I'm Eva. I am Pink Truck Picker. You sell vintage on Etsy Marketplace, so I am a reseller. Maybe you're a reseller, maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you just like to come hang out with us and see some fun things. We have a shopping haul for you, so stay tuned. Went to this great consignment store and I got some really great finds. I'm hoping are not flip-flops. But first, I'm going to share with you 5 things that I totally regret buying. This might help you if you're a new reseller or if you are a reseller. I would love to find out, leave in the comments, what are some of your flops over the years? What are things that you no longer will look for when you are out shopping? So let's get into it. And I am going to go from number 5 all the way to number 1, the number 1 item. Wait and see what it is. Because you're probably going to be like, yeah, I probably wouldn't have picked that up either. Okay, this is one of the items I regret picking up. This is a funny limerick bar print. So it is an artist in the 70s. It is signed down here. I think his name is Cranford, 1976. Kind of a cartoon style with this really funny limerick on it. Now, I have 2 items today that I'm going to blame on my husband because he's the one that spotted this. In fact, I think it was hanging in the men's restroom of an antique store and it was for sale. I don't know if you've ever noticed that when you go to like an antique store, they will actually have stuff for sale in the bathroom because I guess while you're in there, you can shop too. I don't know how sanitary that is, but it happens. The time we picked this up, it was funny. Novelty things were selling for us. Vintage man cave things were selling. So we thought this would be a great seller. It has never showed any interest and it has not sold. It's not colorful, one thing, so it's not eye-catching right off the bat. You can tell it's retro. It has a very specific buyer that is going to have to find this, and things over the years that I have found that need a specific buyer are going to sit for a while. They are not popular things that a lot of people are looking for, which are going to be the items that sell for you really quick. I will no longer pick up bar prints like this or prints that are not colorful. Will I pick up instead? I will continue to pick up bird prints, anything with a landscape, home co, those type of items as wall decor, but no longer will I pick up something that is so specific like this. That brings us to the 4th worst thing that I've ever bought, and that was this bowl and these 2 little cups that went with it. This is a homemade piece. It is a snack bowl. And it says popcorn, nuts, and chips, and pretzels, and dip on it. This is a homemade piece. It is marked on the bottom. It's a Hobbyist piece in 1977. It's this large thing that looks like a large cup. Very cool, done in brown. And then it came with the 2 cups. What was my thinking when I got this? It was cheap. It was very reasonably priced. I thought it was kind of cute. I thought, oh, that's cute because it looks like a giant mug. And I just thought, well, this is really neat. This is something that will sell. I was wrong. This has showed no interest. It's been in my shop for over 5 years. No one's ever looked at it, liked it to my knowledge, never favorited it. Why do I think it's not people's thing? I think if you're home, you just don't do this anymore. You just get out a plastic bowl. You don't get your specialty bowls out to give everybody a little thing of nuts or a little thing of pretzels. So then I think if it's a party thing, if you're going to use it for a party, I just think it's not very colorful or pretty for a party. That's just my thinking. This stuff's a little weird. Like, look at that. Is that a rabbit? Why is there a rabbit on a bowl for snacks? I don't understand that. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this, But this is something I won't pick up again. I won't pick up a Hobbyist piece that is something like a snack thing because I just don't think that it's going to sell. That brings us to number 3, regret. And you might think, why do you regret that? It's so cute. And it is cute. But I regret it because I thought it was cute and then no one showed interest in it. And that is this cookie jar. This thing is so adorable. Look, it's a little polar bear in a hat. He's got a little penguin up on top with a hat. He even has a penguin back here. His head comes off. He is a cookie jar. It was from Cook's Club, Blizzard and Company, and it is Snowflake and Shivers. It's Snowflake and that's Shivers or vice versa. Now with the Christmas tree on the back, I did market this as a Christmas item. It is in my Christmas section of my shop, but no one has ever showed any interest in it. What I have found over the last 6 years is that people just aren't buying cookie jars. The people that buy cookie jars are people that are collecting cookie jars that are a certain year. The older they are, the more desirable they are because those are the ones that are harder to find. For a cookie jar like this, there are cuter ones on the market now. There are new ones on the market now. They're basically just geared towards this season or this holiday, and they don't do well. This may not be your experience in your store, but in my shop, my experience is cookie jars do not sell. If it was, say, like a Marilyn Monroe cookie jar or Elvis or something like that, I may pick it up. But if it's generic and it's just that I think it's cute, that is not a good enough reason for me to pick it up, and I won't pick it up anymore. So even though I like this guy, he was a flop. Another thing that looks really cool, and I don't understand why it didn't sell, but it is this really cool ashtray. Now this is more like geared towards a cigar because you can tell by the deep indents right there and how large it is. This is actually a really cool pottery piece made in Italy, and it has the Italy mark on it. You may be thinking, well, it doesn't sell because it's ashtrays and people don't smoke anymore. Smoking's bad and people are against it, even though people do still smoke. And you're thinking that's why. Can't be the reason. And I'll tell you why. I'm even going to show you why. I've sold a ton of ashtrays. In fact, they do very well for me. I'm going to show you some pictures of all the ashtrays that I have sold over the years. I have always done well with ashtrays. It does not necessarily mean that people use them for smoking anymore. I think people use them in their decorating. Why did I pick it up? First of all, I thought it was cool. The eagle thing, everything just kind of attracted me to it. The stars, it's a whole like Liberty type thing. Also the pottery. And when I picked it up and I saw Italy, Italian pottery usually is a big seller for me. So I thought along the same lines of the man cave or the Americana decor or anything like that, I thought that this could be used for something else. I think maybe the size, the fact that it is more of like a cigar type ashtray, I think maybe because I had it priced higher because of the sheer weight of it, it is pretty heavy. And perhaps this design is not desirable and it's not small enough. I think the size of it is the reason, because most of the ashtrays that I have sold could technically be used for trinket dishes also and not just ashtrays. So if you sell an item that can be used for more than one purpose, it is more likely to find someone that is going to buy it. So I regret buying this. I will not look for this size ashtray anymore. It just isn't selling, and I don't know if it ever will. It has been in my shop for a really long time. And that brings me to my number 1 biggest flop, biggest regret I ever bought, and that was this jug. This jug has been in my shop. This is one of the very first things I bought when I started my Etsy shop. And I know you're like, why? Why did you buy that? Now, let me show you the other side, because even though this side is just like some crazy, like, I don't know, men at a bar there, I'm not sure. The other side was what I saw first, and that was this. It's really pretty, right? It's like a Bavarian scene. This is actually probably Bavarian. It's actually, it says New Orleans, made in Japan. And it's just like a really big chalkware piece. I am going to blame my husband for this one, straight up. And he knows it. We still joke about this to this day. And out of spite, I won't take it out of my shop. It's still sitting in my shop. Now, I do have it listed for a little bit of money because it's got a little bit of weight to it. I might take it out of my shop. It has been in my shop for 6 years. It has never had one view, one visit, one anything. People are not looking for this. First of all, it's not really that pretty. I mean, this side's pretty, but this side is kind of crazy. It has no use really, other than I guess you could put flowers in it or set it somewhere. My thinking was, oh, you know, maybe somebody could decorate with this, like lodge style or whatever. But no. You're saying, why did we pick this up? We're at an estate sale, and this was in the attic. It was a clean out estate sale, and they were literally just getting rid of things. Like, they gave you a box and you were just supposed to put a bunch of stuff in the box, and they were giving you like the box for like $5 or $10. It was crazy. We got a lot of great stuff at that sale. But it was in our early years of reselling, and I didn't know a lot about what was selling or what would sell. My husband saw this. He thought it was really cool. He stuck it in the box. And I really didn't even pay any attention because he always helps me and he usually does a great job. And, you know, I mean, we have different ideas about what things that we like. I didn't really see it until we got up to pay. And I was like, what is that? And he was like, oh, just trust me. It's so great. And we were wrong, guys. We were wrong. So my number one regret is this ugly Chalkware vase. And let me know what you think about it. What do you think about it? Do you think someone would use this? Would you have picked this up? Let me know. I'm very interested to know what you think. But what I look for now are not anything that's specific like this. I always look for white pictures, creamy off-white pictures, ironstone, anything like that usually will sell well. So that is a good alternative to the old Chalkware piece here, because nobody's looking for this. Nobody. Any of the things I showed you, anything that you would have picked up, or are you like, yeah, all of that looks like a dud? I'm so glad you learned your lesson. And I did learn my lesson. It is a learning process. If you are just getting started in reselling, or if you're a reseller, put down below what was your biggest dud or what you regret buying. Those are the 5 mistakes. Now, I think I've learned to do a little bit better, but let's go see if I have, because I did pick up some cool items at a consignment store. So let's go see if I've learned my lesson and the things that I picked up will do better than these 5 mistakes from the past. Okay, so let's jump in real quick. I picked these up. These are the cork type wall decor with the copper, and this particular set is in great condition. This particular set I have sold, I think, 3 or 4 times in my shop. Every time I buy them, they sell, so this is a good seller for me. This is Homeco. It's just a little mirror, but it was really cute. I think it came with another mirror. It probably came with like a whole wall set, because a lot of home interior does. But I like to pick up little items like this because it's just that perfect little thing that somebody might need in just a little spot on their wall. I got these amazing candlesticks. These are very popular. This is also home interior, and I'll put the date up on the screen because I forgot to look, but they have the little, they can hold a taper or a votive, and people still use these. This is a larger set, and I got these for a really great deal. Same lines of Homeco. I'm telling you guys, Homeco does do very well for me. The home interiors, if you don't know, Home Interiors is also shortened to Homeco. It's the same company. Also, sometimes you'll see things that say Dart Industry, Dart IND, period. That's also kind of like a Homeco company, but you will see that on the back. This is a wall pocket. So see how it goes on the wall, but it has like a little pocket in it. People put like dried flowers in there, or fake flowers. It came with the big hat and then 3 smaller hats or bonnets, straw hats. I've sold at least 2 or 3 of these sets. I think it also came in a pink set where the hat might have been white. I can't remember. But I have sold just, usually what I find are just the 3 little hats. And I pick those up and those sell. But so I was excited to find one that had the big hat with the 3 hats, because I like to keep the family together. This was a little odds and end piece. I am trying to pick up more things like this. It's copper, which is very desirable. It has the little brass handles, and this is probably just a little candle holder or something, but I like this. I think people look for items like this because they do like to set candles on them. It looks really great in somebody's decor. Because last year I did pretty well selling pheasants pheasants and things like that for the fall decor, and fall decorating is already in full force. This is one that is made in England, and you will see that on the back of the brass there. Frame is brass, and then the inside is like a tile, ceramic tile or porcelain type picture. I saw this one and they had another animal, but the pheasants do pretty well for me. People kind of like that. Also not terribly vintage, but pink things do well for me. And I got this set of 4 poodle plates, which are like little salad or dessert plates, but they are so cute. And then it has this one. So these are super cute. I think these will do well. These are gonna be hard to let go because I love pink and I love the little poodles. Excited about these. I thought these were like really special. By the way they look, they just seemed like something super special. And it's these 4 brass medallions, and then the inside is like a porcelain type tile. And here's the back. And I believe they hang on the wall. They're fruit designs. And the 3 of them actually still have the sticker on there, which you can see is that EA Riba company, Brooklyn, New York. I have seen this sticker on something similar that was wood. They were little wood frames that had fruit in them. But these were 4 brass medallions, 4 little brass pictures, and I do like them. I think that they just seemed really special to me. Something just called out and I just thought they were really neat. Brass does well, like little brass frames, and I just think these are in really great condition. I could not find these on Google Lens. I could find some of the fruit designs that matched this design, but they were in wooden frames and not in brass. And I couldn't find anything by this company that was in the brass frame. So if you know anything about these, let me know. But I did get this little brooch. So for my jewelry friends, how cute is that? I will show you up on the screen what it looks like on a black background because it looks so pretty. Actually, maybe I can put it on this. Actually, maybe I'll hold it up on this. It looks so pretty on black. Look at that. And it's got like these little spikes in it. It is an enamel brooch. It's in really great condition. I am starting to try to pick up jewelry items. I was excited to find these. They actually had more enamel brooches having 75% off. So I want to say these were less than $8. And I mean, so 75% off, it was a great deal. These are Lefton, and they're the little kissing angels. This one still has her little, let me get that off, little stars on their dresses, and the little wings in great condition, and left in little figurines like that do well for me. I found these little pieces. They're marked hand painted Nippon on there, and they are matching. So when you see a matching thing like this and one has a hole in it, this is actually a hair keeper. I know that sounds crazy, but they would put the hair pieces in here. If you ever see something like that and you're like, why does it have a hole in the middle? That's actually what they were actually intended for, was when you brushed your hair at night, they would put the extra hair in here that they then used for other stuff. I could be wrong about this, but that's what I've always heard. The little matching trinket dish. I just thought it was beautifully hand painted. Such a pretty design with the pink and the black on there and the gold. And they were in really great condition, a little dirty inside. Now, unfortunately, the little hair keeper does have a chip on the lid. Once I got it home, it has a big old chunk out right there. So I probably will offer it with the other piece, but I'm just going to make sure to let people know that it does have a little bit of a chunk out of it. Doesn't show when it's closed, so I don't think it would matter. And also, you could use this for something else. It would be really cute to put cotton balls in it where you could pull the cotton ball out of the top. Just a really, really pretty dresser set. This is a little Relpo elephant mug. I think this is like a little handle. It could actually be used as a planter as well, but it actually was originally a mug. It is so cute, in great condition for the age. I'm sure this is probably 50s or 60s era, but I like the, people like elephants, and I like the pastel part of it. We were talking about ashtrays before. This actually was an ashtray at one time, I believe. It has the little dip right there, which you will see on ashtrays from the past where they could set their cigarette. But this is one that I did pick up because of the subject matter. First of all, it's pink. It's pink with gold, which is very mid-century. And the boxer. Boxers are very popular. Dog breeds are very popular. Still has the little chain, and the chain goes around all of their little necks. So it's like a little family of boxers. Great condition. It's got the little sticker on the bottom. This one I did pick up because this easily could be used as a trinket dish, a dresser dish, something, or any part of your decor, especially if you're like me and you collect pink things from the past. You know, I was really excited to find this. This is one of those things where it's like you want to keep it. We want to keep everything. And that's all I got. And I think that is a great shopping haul. I hope you enjoyed seeing the 5 things that I regret buying. And I hope it helps you in some way to know that you're not going to know everything at the beginning. You're going to buy things and they're not going to sell. Do not let that discourage you. There is a buyer for everything sometimes. And occasionally, as you go and you get more items in your store, there are going to be some things that just sit. It is just a learning process. I'm interested to know if you have bought something that you regret buying to resell or otherwise. Please leave it in the comments below. I would love to learn from you as well. Hey, if you can learn from my mistakes, that I'm all about showing you that not everything is a pretty package. Not everybody is out there succeeding. As that saying goes, you've probably heard it. Don't compare your everyday life to somebody's highlight reels. Sometimes the stuff on YouTube is just showing you the greatest of the great, how much money people have made, what were their great things that they've done. And that is very helpful. But also what I think is helpful is to know that we're all human and we make mistakes. And sometimes my stuff flops. Sometimes my sales are low. Sometimes things are not working out for me. And I just want you to know that you are not alone if you have those days. I'm here to encourage you, to entertain you. That is what I want to do. So I just want to thank you for being here. I want you to come back next time because I'm going to have something else fun for you. Until then, take care of yourselves, guys. I appreciate you so much. You're my pink truck pals, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. This has an echo. Oh, hello. Why is that echoing? Can you hear that? Listen.
Hello. I'm so huge, I have an echo.
It's echoing.